This is chasing wisdom. Real life, real money, real faith. I came up with a prayer and a plan. Kept my name on the line. This is chasing wisdom.
Real life,
Real money.
real faith.
I've been counting every step. Now I'm pressing through the noise. Hands up when the truth hit. I was built for this choice. This is chasing wisdom.
Real life,
Real money, real faith. Fade it out, then cut it clean. Chasing wisdom.
What up, what up, what up? My name is Rodney Lowiston, and this is Chasing Wisdom Podcast. I'm your host, and I teach you game on credit, finance, money, business, Jesus Christ, and anything else. I teach you how to make money. I teach you how to get into real estate. I teach you how to make money online, any type of way to make money. If you're following, I'm showing you the way. I'm showing you all the new waves, everything that I come across, everything that I do myself. Personally, I show y'all what I do and I teach y'all about it. I'm gonna try to start something new where instead of just telling y'all about it, I can actually pull it up and show y'all. Um, kind of new to the process of doing this right here. I did it before in the past, so I'm gonna just see how this works. You know what I'm saying? But first, I'm gonna tell y'all about it so I can stay focused and get all the details out. Then I'm gonna just show it to you, whatever I'm talking about. Now, this may not be on every episode because some things I can't show you, but on most of them. Whereas like credit and things like that, I can't show you my social security number. I can't show you my private information and things like that. Um, I'm not too tech savvy on how to blur that stuff out and show you guys while recording, and I don't want to accidentally leak my information. So on those things, I can't show you, but I can tell you how to do it. You know what I'm saying? If you get my credit repair playbook, that will walk you through it too as well. You can get the book and follow the step-by-step process, and by the time you get to the end of the book, which should be in like a day or two, maybe a few days, uh you should be removing things and be a pro at getting that credit repaired. You know what I'm saying? Without further ado, we gonna get into it. Today's topic is HUD home secrets: how to find, bid, and win discounted government properties. All right. So I'm gonna talk about it, and then I'm gonna show y'all the site. All right. All right. Let's do it. All right. Understanding HUD homes in the HUD home store. All right. So what is HUD homes and why should you care? A HUD home is a residential property that was originally purchased by an FHA insured mortgage and later went into foreclosure. When the borrower defaults, the lender files a claim with the Federal Housing Administration and the HUD takes the ownership of the property. HUD then lists these properties for sale on its official marketplace to recover losses and return the home to productive use. Because HUD is motivated to sell, not to profit maximize, these properties are often listed at or below market value, creating a genuine opportunity for buyers who know the process. Understanding the origin of HUD homes helps you appreciate why the purchase process is structured the way it is within specific priority periods and eligibility rules. So HUD homes exist because FHA loan defaulted. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody's FHA loan defaults, HUD home gets the home. The HUD home is this, you know what I'm saying? And HUD home is motivated to sell, not profit. So this is your opportunity as a buyer to get a discounted property. All right. Now, navigating Hub Home Store website like a pro. All right. So that's key already. Y'all already hear. The website is called HUD Home Store. All right. The official HUD Home Store at HUDhomestore.gov is the only authorized platform where all HUD-owned properties are listed for sale. The site allows you to search by state, county, city, zip code, price range, and property type, making it easy to narrow your search to your target market. Each listing includes key details such as property address, list price, number of bedrooms and bathrooms, square footage, and the property condition code, which we will cover in depth in later lessons. All right. The website also shows the current bidding period status so you can see whether the property is in its exclusive owner occupant period or open to all buyers. Bookmarking the site and checking it daily or setting up alerts through the registered HUD approved agent is the best way to stay ahead of new inventory. All right. So check HUDhomestore.gov daily and always note the bidding period status before deciding when and how to make your offer. All right. So let's get further into it. We ain't gonna waste no time. All right. Understanding property condition codes such as is versus insured. You know what I'm saying? Every HUD home is assigned one of three property condition codes that directly affect how it can be financed and what you should expect when you walk through the door. An N or I mean IN or insured designated means the property is qualifies for standard FHA financing is in relatively good condition. An IE or insured with escrow designated means the home needs minor repairs estimated under the certain threshold of the FHA will allow you to finance those repairs into the loan though in escrow holdback through an escrow holdback. Excuse me. All right. In a UI or uninsured designation means the property has significant issues, structural problems, missing systems, or major damage, and will not qualify for a standard FHA financing, making it better suited for cash buyers or renovation loans like the FHA 203K. Understanding these codes before you bid will save you from financing disasters and help you choose the right offer strategy. So you want to go for the IN or the IE. If you go for the UI, then you gonna have to do some major work in there and spend some major money. If you ain't got the capital up front like that, or that's not the game you're into with the real estate game, don't go that way. But you wanna get the IN potentially, but the IE is okay because that means it's minor work needs to be put in there. So always check the property condition code first. It determines your financing option before you fall in love with a listing. All right. Who can buy a HUD home? Eligibility rules. All right. HUD homes are available to a broad range of buyers, but specific eligibility rules determine who can bid and when. Owner occupants, buyers who intend to live in the property as their primary residence, receive an exclusive bidding window of typically 30 days before investors are allowed to submit offers. To qualify as a owner occupant bidder, you must certify that you will live in the property for at least 12 months and have not purchased another HUD home as an owner occupant in the last 24 months. All right. So nonprofit organizations and government agencies receive priority bidding periods in some cases before the listings open to general investors. Real estate investors can participate but must wait the opening bidding period and may face competition from motivated owner occupants who have had a head start on the best properties, right? So owner occupants get major first move advantage and then exclusive bidding window before investors are allowed to compete. So if you're an owner occupant, You know what I'm saying? You kind of get first dibs, but after that, then it's open season. Open season. Excuse me. All right. So setting up a buy, financing agents, and pre-approvals. All right. Financing options for HUD homes, FHA, conventional cash, and 203K. All right. HUD homes can be purchased using a variety of financing methods, and choosing the right one depends on the property's condition code and your personal financing situation. All right. Standard FHA loans are ideal for IN coded properties and require as little as 3.5% down. All right. Making them popular among first time buyers. The FHA 203K rehabilitation loan is a powerful tool for IE or UI properties because it allows you to roll both the purchase price and the estimated renovation costs into a single mortgage. Conventional financing works well for buyers with stronger credit and larger down payments, and is sometimes required when FHA financing is unavailable due to property condition. Cash offers are always competitive and eliminate financing contingencies, which can make your bid more attractive to the asset management company handling the sale. So match your financing type to the property condition code and always get fully pre-approvals before bidding. You know what I'm saying? So before you even start bidding on a house and putting numbers and saying you want to do this amount, make sure you get a pre-approval from any of these loan partners. You know what I'm saying? You got to have at least a pre-approval before you start bidding. All right. Now, how to find a registered and how to find and register with a HUD approved real estate agent. All right. You cannot submit a bid directly on a HUD home as a buyer. All offers must be submitted electronically by a HUD registered real estate agent or broker on your behalf. Finding the right agent is therefore a critical first step in buying process. Not every real estate agent is HUD registered. You need to specifically seek out agents who have an active NAID number, which is the unique identifier HUD requires for all participating brokers. You can verify an agent's HUD registration by asking to see their NAID number or by confirming their name in the HUD-approved broker database. Once you've partnered with a registered agent, they will guide you through the listing portal, help you evaluate properties, prepare your offer package, and submit your bid within the required time frame. So your agent must have a NAID number. This confirms before signing any buyer representation agreement. Make sure they got it. That, make sure they got it. All right. Now, getting approved and preparing your financial documents. Pre-approval for mortgage is a non-negotiable when when pursuing HUD homes because your offer must be accompanied by proof of financing or proof of funds at at the time of submission. For mortgage finance offers, you will need a pre-approval letter for a HUD-approved FHA lender that specifies the loan amount, loan type, and buyer name. For cash buyers, a recent bank statement or proof of funds letter from a financial institution must accompany the bid. HUD typically sets contract deadlines that move quickly, so having all your documents ready in advance prevents scrambling after a bid is accepted. Equally important is reviewing your credit report beforehand to resolve any errors or outstanding collections that could delay or derail your financing approval. So you must have all this in order first, and your approval letter. If you ain't doing a loan, your bank financials, you know what I'm saying, statement, and make sure you checking your credit and making sure that's in line so that nothing gets messed up with your loan deal, so that you can go ahead and go. Cause once you make that bid, you know what I'm saying, you held liable for that bid, and things can happen if you ain't prepared. and you can lose out on the deal that you was trying to get. All right. Conducting due diligence before you bid. This is big, y'all. Conducting due diligence before you bid. Now, in the real estate game, everybody know that word, due diligence. You better do it. You know what I'm saying? All right. HUD homes are sold strictly as is, meaning HUD will not make repairs, offer credits, or reduce the price based on the property condition discovered after the contract acceptance. This makes pre-bid due diligence absolutely critical. While you cannot get a formal inspection before the bid is accepted, you can schedule a property viewing through your HUD registered agent and conduct a careful visual walkthrough to identify obvious red flags, such as foundation cracks, roof damage, missing mechanical systems, and signs of mold or water intrusion. Researching the neighborhood using public records, including comparable sales, flood zone maps, local zoning information, helps you assess the property's true market value and determine a smart bid price. Some buyers also hire a contractor to do a brief walkthrough to estimate repair costs before bidding, which is a smart move that costs very little relative to the protection it provides. So visit every property and bring a contractor. You know what I'm saying? The as is sale means all risk transfers to you the moment your bid is accepted. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you checking that property out. You doing due diligence. You looking for look for problems. You know what I'm saying? Go in there. I don't care if it say IN, like it's good. Go look for problems. Go look for problems. When you checking these look to find a problem. Always it's gonna be something. You know what I'm saying? Always look for a problem. Don't go in there looking and be like, I hope this is good and it's gonna be perfect and I'm gonna woo woo. No, go look for a problem. Look for as many problems as you can and be prepared rather than going in there with a dream, you know. Cause once you sign that bid is in, you know what I'm saying? The moment it's accepted, all the risk transfers to you. Now all that's your problem. If the AC don't work, the foundation crack, all that's on you now. Soon as your bid get accepted, the problem is yours. Okay? So understand, due diligence, due diligence, due diligence. Check that property out. Look for a problem. Don't go in there hoping everything good. Go in there looking for what's wrong. All right? Now, how to submit a winning bid. All right, HUD's electronic bidding system operates on a daily cycle with offers submitted through the HUD home store portal during an open bidding window. Unlike traditional real estate negotiations, HUD does not negotiate back and forth. Instead, it evaluates all bids received within a bidding period and selects the offer that provides the highest net return to HUD. The net return calculation takes into account the bid price minus any buyer requested closing cost assistance and agent commission, meaning a slightly lower price offer with no closing cost assistance may actually outperform a higher bid price that includes concession requests. Your agent submits your offer electronically, and HUD Assess Management Company typically responds within 1 to 2 business days, either accepting the bid, rejecting it, or in some cases issuing a counter offer. Understanding that HUD's primary goal is maximizing its financial recovery helps you craft smarter, more competitive offers. So optimize your offer for HUD's net return calculation. Reduce or eliminating closing costs requests can make your bid more competitive than a higher listing price offer. All right. So you can outbid people even if they putting up more money than you just by, you know what I'm saying, reducing or eliminating closing costs. You know what I'm saying? That's just a little strategy you can slide in with. All right. Strategic bidding and how to price your offer to win. Pricing your HUD bid effectively requires analyzing comparable sales, understanding the property's condition, and knowing the competitive landscape of the bidding period you're in. During the owner-occupant exclusive period, competition is typically lower, which means you may have room to bid slightly below list price and still win. When a property enters the extended or open investor period, it is often signals that no owner-occupant buyers have secured it, which may indicate pricing or condition concerns worth investigating. Excuse me. All right. Researching recent HUD sales in the same zip code which your agent can pull reveals that typical bid to list price ratio in that market, giving you a data driven anchor for your offer. Always factor estimated repair costs into your maximum bid, subtracting them from the calculation after repair value to ensure that the deal makes financial sense before you commit. So set your walkaway number before bidding and let data on comparable sales and repair costs drive your offer price, not emotion. All right. So you always gotta account for the repairs and things too, and check the market and see what's going on out there, because you don't want to overpay for something, and you know what I'm saying, the financials is not in line with the deal. All right. Now, requesting closing cost assistance and understanding HUD's incentives. All right. HUD periodically offers incentive programs on certain properties, including buyer closing cost assistance of up to a specific percentage of the purchase price. Reduce earnings, money deposits, or bonus commissions for agents who close specific listings. These incentives are listed directly on the property detail page of the HUD home store and change regularly. So checking the listing page carefully for any active incentives is essential before submitting your bid. When HUD is offering closing cost assistance, you can include that request in your offer without negatively impacting your net return calculation, because the incentive is built into the HUD's pricing model for that specific property. Owner occupant buyers especially benefit from these programs, which can dramatically reduce their out of pocket cash at closing. Always instruct your agent to check the current incentive status on every property you're considering. All right. So always read the full property page details for incentives before bidding. HUD closing costs programs can save thousands without hurting your net return. All right. What happens after your bid is accepted? So what happened after you didn't put the number in and they looked around and they said, well, we choose your bid. All right. When HUD accepts your bid, you will receive a contract package from the asset management company that must be completed in return, typically within 2 business days, with all required signatures and your earnest money deposit. The earnest money amount is specified by HUD and is usually $500 to $2,000 for lower priced properties, scaling upward on the purchase price. From contract acceptance, you typically have 30 to 60 days to close, depending on your financing type, and you are responsible for arranging your own title search, appraisal, and full home inspection during this period. So between them 30 and 60 days, you gotta get your inspection, get your title search, and get the property appraised. You know what I'm saying? If your financing falls through or your funding disclosed defects during all right. If your financing falls through or your fund undisclosed defects during the inspection period, you find undisclosed defects during the inspection periods, the rules for earnest money refunds are very specific and time sensitive. So understanding the cancellation policy before bidding is essential. Working closely with your agent and lender to hit every deadline in the contract package will protect your deposit and keep the transaction on track. So, like I said, after acceptance, move immediately to sign contracts, and earnest money must be returned within 2 business days or you risk losing the property. So you can make a bid, put your money down, and you can lose the property if you don't get the contracts in immediately. Also, you need to be between them 30 and 60 days of closing. You know what I'm saying? You need to be doing your due diligence on the title search, the property appraisal, and the property inspection, and make sure you pointing out any undisclosed defects during the inspection period. You know what I'm saying? This may result in you getting a refund on your earnest money. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now, closing, moving in, and maximizing your investment. The HUD home closing process, what to expect, step by step. All right. Closing on HUD home allows a similar process to any real estate transaction, but includes a few important distinctions you should be prepared for. HUD uses its own addenda and contract forms, and your agent and lender must be familiar with these documents to avoid delays. The title search is especially important on HUD homes because the properties have often passed through foreclosure, and any undiscovered liens or titles clouds must be resolved before closings. So make sure the title insurance not just recommended but essentially mandatory. Your lender will order an appraisal, and if the property appraises below your bid price and you are using financing, you may need to renegotiate with HUD to cover the difference in cash. Coordinating your inspection appraisal, title work, and final loan approval simultaneously within the closing window requires proactive communication with all parties every few days throughout the process. All right. So always purchase title insurance on a HUD home. The foreclosure history creates real title risk, and standard coverage protects against it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, it could be liens, anything. These homes been through foreclosure, and it can have anything going on with the title as well as physically. You never know. So that title insurance will protect you. You know what I'm saying? It's mandatory. All right. Taking possession, property condition at closing, and utility transfer. When you close on a HUD home, you take possession of the property in its as is condition at the time of the walkthrough inspection, which you should always schedule the day before or the morning of closing. HUD homes can experience deterioration between the time you viewed the property and the closing, particularly if the home was vacant for an extended period in harsh weather conditions or if unauthorized entry occurred. During your final walkthrough, document the property condition with photos and videos so you have a record of what you received at possession. Transferring utilities into your name must be done promptly after closing, as leaving a property without an active utility, especially water and electricity, can accelerate deterioration and void certain home ownership insurance policies. Contact all utility providers immediately after closing and arrange for a service to begin on the closing date if possible. All right. So walk through the property the day before the closing with your camera running and transfer utilities in your name on the same day you take possession. You know what I'm saying? That's simple, right? All right, renovation strategy. Prioritizing repairs for maximum value. If you purchase a HUD home that needs significant work, creating a prioritized renovation plan is essential for staying on the budget and maximizing return on your investment. The most important repairs to address first are structural and safety issues, including roof, foundation, electrical, plumbing, and HVAC systems, because these affect habitability. These affect being able to stay into it, the property. All right, insurance coverage and resale value more than any cosmetic updates. You know what I'm saying? So insurance coverage and resale value more than any cosmetic updates. Kitchen and bathroom updates typically deliver the highest return on investment for resale properties, while neutral interior finishes, fresh paint, and curb appeal improvements are low cost, always to significantly increase perceived value. Obtain at least 3 contractor bids for every major scope of work and hold 10 to 15% of your total renovation budget as a contingency reserve for unexpected costs that almost always emerge in older properties. Phasing your renovation strategically, addressing the critical systems first and cosmetic last, ensures the property is functional and insurable throughout the process. All right. So fix the bones before you fix the beauty. You know what I'm saying? Structural, mechanical repairs always come before cosmetic upgrades in any home renovation. So y'all already know you gotta fix the main stuff first. That's keeping the house running and habitable is the word. You gotta fix that first. You know what I'm saying? Electrical, plumbing, structure. You know what I'm saying? Uh, HVAC. All these type things like that that's mandatory that you need for the house to function, you need to fix that first. Then you go to the cosmetic and the renovation stuff. All right. Especially in HUD homes. Long term value strategies, building wealth through HUD home purchases. All right. HUD home can serve as the foundation of a long term real estate wealth strategy when approached systematically. Owner occupants who purchase a HUD home at a discount renovate it strategically and live there for the required 12 months before selling can capture significant appreciation and tax advantage capital gains. Real estate investors who access HUD properties during the open bidding period can acquire rental units at below market cost, producing stronger cash flow from day one compared to buying full market value. Repeat buyers, those who successfully purchase one HUD home and learn the system, often go on to acquire multiple properties by repeating the process in different markets or scaling up to higher value listings. Tracking your local HUD inventory consistently over time also builds market intelligence that helps you recognize exceptional deals instantly and act with confidence when they appear. All right. So HUD home buying is a repeatable wealth building system. Each successful purchase sharpens your skills and grows your portfolio. So yes, you can rinse and repeat this. All right. So now that we went through that and y'all know about the HUD homes and how to profit from it, cause we just went over that. You buy it under market, you flip it, you fix it, you renovate it. If you're um if you're a owner occupant, then go ahead and stay that 12 months, fix it up, flip it, sell it, or keep it, rent it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do. If you're an investor, then you already know you buying under market, so you already up in profit. Fix it, flip it. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much the real estate game. They don't want to tell y'all that, but it's all the same thing. You either finna fix it and flip it, or you finna fix it and rent it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. That's all to it. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that's different is the way you play the game, and that's your entry. How you gonna get the property, how you acquire the property. That's the only thing. Cause you can go through the HUD homes, you can go through the VA foreclosure, you can go through the tax liens, tax deeds, or you can just go be a cash buyer. You know what I'm saying? You got the creative financing, you got the regular financing. You know what I'm saying? So the whole game is the same thing. The only difference is how you enter into the game. How's you gonna get your first property? You know what I'm saying? Your entry. But once you go through that and you figure out how you're gonna do that, the game is the same. You're either gonna fix it and flip it, or you're gonna fix it and rent it. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole real estate game. You don't need a guru to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole game. But I'm gonna get y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the website. I'm gonna show y'all this real quick so y'all can understand it. So
So
this
this
is
is
the
the
website
website
here.
here.
Oh my
Oh my
bad, y'all.
bad, y'all.
Hold
Hold
on.
on.
Um, I
I
told
told
y'all
y'all
I'm
I'm
trying to
trying to
do this.
do
I
this. I
don't know
don't
how
know
to
how to
do it.
do it.
Let me
Let me
give
give me a second,
y'all.
y'all,
See
to
if
see
I
if I
can
can
get
get
it
it
pulled
pulled
up.
up.
All
All
right,
right,
it
it
should be
should be
this,
this,
right?
right?
There it
There it
is.
is.
All right,
All right,
boom.
boom.
I got it. Yes, sir. All right. But this is the website here. HUD-home-store.gov. If you want to check it out. I guess I'll do a little bit of searching and stuff. You can click your state. Once you click your state, then you're gonna go to the listings. This is where you see the properties that are available that you can bid on. I'm in Florida, so I click Florida. So these are properties in Florida that's available. You also got the site map to the side that you can click to view the properties. There are the prices. So you pretty much see, you can view the map, street view. You can get email info, open bid, listening periods. So this one is extended. All right, and it's open to all bidders. You know what I'm saying? So, but to actually put your bid in, remember you do need a real estate agent with the NAID number. You know what I'm saying? So you go to this tab, you can find you an agent right here for buyers or sellers. You know what I'm saying? That's the portal they'll use. These are property contracts, contacts, and bidding results. So if you made a bid, search your property, you can see the results. This is a property contact search. Put the property address in. You can find the contact, who you're trying to contact for the property. And you already know that click your state and view listings. You know. But that's pretty much the website. HUD-home-store.gov. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to check it out and search for a property. I was actually looking at a property. These are the ones I recently looked at, I believe. Yeah. And I was looking at this one. This is in Tampa, Florida, for $453,000. Pretty nice. I was like, man, I used to have my own pressure washing business, so I already know the outside is nothing. I can pressure wash that. And then I was looking at the inside, and I was like, it's kind of outdated, but a little bit of renovation, you can flip this property. You know what I'm saying? That bathroom need an upgrade. I would definitely change the entire bathroom, how the sinks and things. That's not good for me. All this would be redone. The flooring, all throughout would be redone. But yeah, y'all get this. Y'all into it, so y'all know. Know what I'm saying? The flooring, definitely the painting, the cabins, they old, outdated. Like all that stuff I would redo. I would see if I could save the appliances, but I may change those out too, depending on how much the wear and tear, how much basically the budget is. But you get your days to close, your 30 to 60 days. So always remember that when you make this bid, whatever it is, this is an owner occupant, non-profit government agencies only, right here, property. You know what I'm saying? But that's the gist of it. And so what you're doing is you get the property, you bidding, you got 30 to 60 days to close. Make sure you put down the deposit. Put down your deposit. I'm sorry for getting tongue-tied. But you put your deposit down to hold the property, and then you got 30 to 60 days to close on the property. Within that 30 to 60 days, you need to get the property appraised, you need to get the property inspected, and you need to get the title searched. You know what I'm saying? Basically, title inspection. Make sure there's no liens or anything on the property. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, other than that, you know what I'm saying? You close and you do what you do, however you gonna do it. If you're doing the owner occupant, you gotta stay in that house for at least 12 months minimum. You know what I'm saying? Before you can put in your method of either renting or flipping it. You know what I'm saying? Which is no problem. You know what I'm saying? I can move on in with my family and fix it myself, because I pretty much do flooring and windows, all that I do, because I was a handyman. So I'm pretty much can do all the stuff myself, and within that year I can do it all myself. And then I would pretty much, my method, I always tell people, is to go ahead, if you got a multi a single family unit, but it's multiple rooms, go ahead and rent the room by room to make a better profit. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much the gist of it. My name is Rodney Lawson. This is Chasing Wisdom Podcast. I'm gonna see y'all on the next episode. I hope y'all enjoying the game I'm giving y'all. I'm putting y'all on the sites and everything. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace.
This is Chasing Wisdom. Real life, real money, real faith. I came up with a prayer and a plan. Kept my name on the line. This is Chasing Wisdom.
Real life,
Real money.
real faith.
I've been counting every step. Now I'm pressing through the noise. Hands up when the truth hit. I was built for this choice. This is Chasing Wisdom.
Real life,
Real money, real faith. Fade it out, then cut it clean. Chasing Wisdom.